Hello and welcome back to News Review. I don't know how long it's been since I've done one of these. I'm not dead. That's a good thing. So, as we're getting to the last week of the Imperial Warlords seal, I'm just gonna go over what you should pull, because a lot of people probably already have some of them from the last time they came around. And yeah, so 3 of them are currently pre-released. The other ones will definitely be in the future, but right now it's just a few. So Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhuge Liang and Zhang Fei are getting their PR, but these 3 are seal characters, and that one is a ultimate stage character that you probably should have gotten. These are all part of the Green Army, which is a team skill that they have, and basically by dissolving a lot of runestones in here they get an extra attack boost. So that's fine, and if all 3 of Guan Yu, Liu Bei, and Zhang Fei are in the team, then you get just a bit of stat boosts and some CD deductions. Okay, here is the jackpot. Guan Yu. After PR, the Liu skill is still pretty bad because it's still kind of like before. You have the other, well, you basically have the water, fire, earth have effects of other stuff. And the team skill, there is actually the reason why it's a little bit better is because you have heart runestones are 2 dissolve now, which is slightly better, but as you know, teams that rely on sky drop are just generally unreliable. So on to the active skill, CD5 into a water, fire, earth enchanted board, and water has effect of heart. So this is pretty good by itself. CD5 is a pretty short skill CD, and the 4th effect right here, water possesses effect of heart, can be useful sometimes. But the combined skill is really where it was really where the characters in this seal like shine, but I'll get to that later. Next is Liu Bei. Let's go straight into his active, CD5. Water, fire, earth can be dissolved by 2 dissolve, and the monster launches an extra light attack for every group of water, fire, or earth dissolve to the max 10 attacks. So again, he's just a better version of himself pre-PR. Good for light attack shields in earth teams. And here we go. The combined skill. It explodes all runestones and then turns it into water, fire, and earth enchanted human runestones of just a fixed board, and everything has effect of heart, and the team launches 2 extra light attacks. So this is actually quite a good damage booster, because if you think about it, it is essentially a ×3 attack boost to the whole team. If you have 2 of these, not all 3, any 2 of these, then you can activate this skill. That's what makes it so good. Because if you can see up here, like, they're both CD5, and Zhang Fei is, yes, he's CD8, that's a bit longer, but you get something like this, and then you can either activate, like, you can basically activate any combination of the 2. So if you have, like, basically the most damage you would get out of it is if you activated, I think, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei and activated Liu Bei separately, then you would have a 2 dissolve on a board that looked like this, with like all the effects here, and his own effect of 10 extra light attacks. So that's insane damage. Not saying that you should bring all 3 of them unless you're using them as leaders, but I think just, you know, Guan Yu and Liu Bei are a good combo. Just You can either activate them by themselves, or this, combined skill is honestly pretty good, because CD5. At CD5, a combined skill that's this good is, in my opinion, kind of rare. Anyway, on to Zhuge CD6, basically the same as before, but you can break quintet elemental shields if you're lucky. I think, yeah, you have to have water, fire, earth, and light there in the first place, and then he'll turn one of each into enchanted moonstones, so you need to make sure you have them. And yeah, there's basically nothing different about him. Moving on to Zhangfei, which we saw a little bit. There's ultimate and the terror stage, so train one of them up. Basically just a heart moonstone converter and a slight bit of a damage reduction. This is 2 rounds, so 60% is pretty good, and it's overtime, so you might want to use him sometime in the future. As you can see here, the stat line isn't particularly good, because like 24,000, so that's another reason why you shouldn't be using Guan Yu as a leader. And yeah, so that's this, and there's one more news coming after this. It's more recent. Oh, I forgot. Whether to pull. Yes. So, I only have Guan Yu. I don't have Liu Bei, so I'm pulling for Liu Bei. And also, yeah, I think everyone else I pretty much have. Yeah, I'm missing Liu Bei. I'm pulling for Liu Bei. If you're trying to pull for Guan Yu, my advice is don't. It is not worth 175 diamonds. Best to save your diamonds for Chinese New Year, in all honesty. But if you're just missing like Lu Bu and well, basically only Lu Bu, because he used to be a really good leader, so I'm looking forward to his PR. But if you want to pull for Guan Yu, don't. That's just my advice. Alright, see ya. Subscribe, go look at my other videos, whatever. Goodbye.